Good morning, 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 good morning. I am here. I am here. Are you? Good morning, sippers, sippers, sippers. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It is your Wednesday sip. I am Lady Nikki Phoenix, the one and the only. And yeah, there's a carbon copy in it. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. We're in the land of the living. It's morning sip. Sippers, get in the classroom. Let's get started.
Ever striving, ever seeking, well in love and unity, each and every, all achieving, heal our land. You've graced us with land, sea and beauty. Oh, you fed us from our birth by providing for your children. Oh, from generation to generation, we will lift up our prayer for Antigua, for Barbuda. Lord, we pray for Antigua in the name of Jesus. Lord, we pray for our nation. Please heal our land. Please heal our land. You stood beside us in the midnight hour. Your strong arms held us all together. Now we bless you in Jesus' name, and we pray for you in Jesus' name, the name above every other name.
Proverbs chapter 9. Wisdom had builded her house. She had hewn out her 7 pillars. She had killed her beasts, and she had mingled her wine. She had also furnished her table. She had sent forth her maidens. She cried upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanted understanding, she said to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish, and live and go in the way of understanding. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instructions to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house, on a seat in the highest places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, she says, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanted understanding, she said to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that all her guests are in the depths of hell.
Heal our land.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know the audio. I did say I was going to do it. I do have some microphones, and I said I was going to set up the microphone because I was told, let me fix the light. I was told that the audio was a bit on and off on Monday when we were talking to Mr. Kenneth Rajak, and we had quite an important discussion with him. And there's a lot for us to explore, expound on, and we have to do a recap. You know, this space, Free Press 268, this morning sip, staying in prayer, this space where we edumacate, that's what we stay focused on every single day. So, good morning, sippers. Welcome to our Wednesday sip. Today, Wednesday, we're going to get into a program where we're going to repeat or recap a bit of what Mr. Kenneth Rajak said. Due to circumstances beyond, good morning, everybody. Say good morning to somebody else. Good morning. And let me know what your sip of choice is this morning. We're going to, because due to circumstances beyond Jamel's control, on Monday, Jamel was not able to be in the house, in the classroom with us, and he was supposed to be a part of this discussion. And then last Wednesday, tell me how the audio is, guys, please. And then on Wednesday, I mentioned that Jamel was coming on Monday for us to break down the numbers some more and the different constituencies, etc. And we didn't get a chance to do that in depth. So I spoke to him. He should be joining the program. He's scheduled to join the program this morning. Okay, link. Jamel, I sent the link to Hector Henry Taylor, somebody, some person. So I'm gonna send it to your page too if it's not the same, if you guys are not in the same environment. But I can send it there too. So Jamel is going to be joining the classroom, and we're still on the election analysis. And I need to make some notes, and I need the classroom to help the teacher to make some notes. Tell me if you like my earrings. I know, right? I would like to say good morning, good morning. Where is it? I kept the. Oh, tell me, class, you remember where I got it from? I got it from Zarchet. Remember? Our lovely Anna got your teacher her birthday earring. She started the party early. Zarchet, remember, from the menstruation, go to water, tiny. Anyway, don't get distracted. But do get distracted, like this. To get distracted like this. Good morning. So we're going to continue on the 2026 election analysis where Prime Minister Gaston Brown and his renaissance, where is it? Occupied, obtained, gained 13 seats for the ABLP, one for the UPP, and one for the BPM. Yeah. But before we do that, we have to get into the word. We have to give Tiny goat water. Boy, Tiny. Hello, Tiny. I should bring her on the platform. I did take a picture of her whole business and so on, and she has a really interesting story. So I'll work that out. But we need to have the word, and then we are going to get into our part two of the election analysis. We got to play what Kenneth Rajak said. I want the classroom to remind me to read an article from today's newspaper in The Observer. It mentioned that the Electoral Commission is threatening to sue your pants off. Yeah, legal action. They're threatening legal action over anybody who said that election fraud was committed. You want to run your mouth and say, "Oh, there was a fraud in APEC, Antigua Barbuda Electoral Commission." They're gonna sue your pants off. Yeah, that's what they said. Let's read the article though to see what it says. But before we do, we want to offer a word of prayer for today, Wednesday. Deep breath. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know your present state, but you're here. You're locked in this space. And as you do, we're going to offer a word of prayer to cover your mind, your body, your spirit, your home, everything that concerns you. May every single time you lock in to a Wednesday or a Monday sip, or anytime I'm live and you connect and we have conversation, may this space always be purified with the favor of the Most High God, with his peace, with his sovereignty, with his wisdom, with his knowledge, with his understanding. And we invite the Most High God right now wherever you are, as we gather through this frequency, because we're miles away, but we're connecting in mind, bodies, heart, spirit, ideas, conversation, the way that we think and how we interact, we're connecting. And as we do that connection, Most High God, we invite you to dwell among us, dwell within us, around us, dwell and take control for everything that concerns us, our lives, our minds, our bodies, our homes, our marriages, our families, our children, our businesses, God, our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, our legacies, our generation, God. We ask for today, God, that it's a new day, that you do a new thing, that you're the God of a new thing. You're the God of a new becoming, a new thing, a new becoming, a overcoming. You're the God of a turnover. You're the God of the opportunity. You're the God of the I am that I am. And we acknowledge you. We give you praise and thanks and honor and glory. We say, have your way. Have your way in our lives, in our minds. Have your way in Antigua and Barbuda. Have your way here in the UK. Have your way in the world, all across the Caribbean, wherever people are, wherever they are right now, God, under the sound of my voice, God. May you purify the atmosphere where they are. May you purify them. May they understand, God, that you've called them for such a time as this. And despite their challenges, God, that there's greatness inside of them, that there's a destiny that they must accomplish, God, that they must empty themselves, mind, body, and spirit, for everything that you've given them and for everything that they've been placed on this earth to do, God. It doesn't matter where they are. It doesn't matter where they're coming from. It doesn't matter what they're going through. It doesn't matter where they've been, God, what they've done. It doesn't matter any label that has been placed on them, mighty God. What matters most, God, is you. And when Jesus say yes, nobody can say no. When you have your hand on your people, God, there's nothing that will crush them, God. They might be purified like diamond, God. They might be put under pressure, God. But your wisdom, your knowledge, your understanding, and once we hold on to you, once we acknowledge you, once we keep that line of communication with you, mighty God, we understand. You give us clarity. You give us awareness. You open our eyes, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits, God, and we allow you to take control and to lead. So guide our steps, guide this program, guide everything that concerns us, guide Antigua and Barbuda, every single minister, guide Prime Minister Gaston Brown, guide all the ministers in cabinet, guide Jamal Pringle, guide Trevor Walker, guide every single business leader, every single CEO in Antigua and Barbuda, every person that has authority, God. We ask that you bring compassion to their hearts, to their minds, and to their bodies. Today, God, as they wake up, you have them having a new feeling. Have them be refreshed in their minds and their bodies and know, God, that they can take on a challenge, oh God, of good. They can take on that challenge of compassion. They can take on that challenge, oh God, of bringing goodness and flourishing to the people, whether they work for them, whether they're around them, whether they dwell amongst them, whatever they do, God, we ask for a turnaround in the hearts of your people, their minds and their bodies and their spirits. This is our prayer. And even through this conversation, even through our gathering here, we ask that everything that we do is done in your name, honor, and glory. And it brings just joy to our hearts, minds, bodies, and spirits, God, that as we go through the day, as we go through the rest of this week, God, we acknowledge we would see your miracles, we would see your manifestations, and we would know, God, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that despite everything that's going on around us, you, God, are in complete and total control. So we say, let the words of our mouth and meditations of our hearts be accepted in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Amen. Good morning, everybody. I'm saying born in Guyana. She said, the teacher from GT. I am saying GT is for Georgetown, if you didn't know. And Georgetown is the capital of Guyana. I don't know much other about Guyana and Big up yourself, Chrome. What happened? Where you been all the time? He says, yes, I finally catch the live. You see, catching the live after is not the same thing. Catching the thing live in the discussion is the thing. So Jamel wants me to send the link to him. Maybe I send the link to a wrong person. How could Nikki do that? Like, what is that? You know? Anybody else come in here that I don't know is Jamel and don't look like Jamel, I'm not going to accept you, That's the good thing about StreamYard. You're able to, where is he? You're able to just exit or not accept. But like your teacher, Paula says she's on her way. She's having a bit of challenge in the sense of traffic. She's working on the traffic. I'm just playing, but she's on her way. She's gonna come in the classroom in a few minutes. So she says, "Class, pay attention, behave, take notes, ask questions, etc., etc." I see Francis, a highly favor, is locked into our live this morning. You want to say big up to Francine? She's from Montserrat. You know, y'all got to take me to Montserrat. You know, I was so close to Montserrat for so many years, and I didn't go across to Montserrat. Like, what is that? You know, even Dominica. I didn't even go to Dominica, and I'm so close to Dominica. What is that? So I gotta go to Montserrat. We gotta go to Montserrat, and we gotta go Dominican. We gotta go St. Kitts, and we gotta go Grenada. Oh my gosh! We just gotta go back and tour the Caribbean, yeah, and then taste their food and whatever. But what I'm going to do, since I'm here, there are individuals. You see, like how I had that goat water from Montserrat. Come on. There are individuals who are from Grenada. So I'll link me to the Grenadians. Y'all link me to the Bajans. Link me to the Trinis here in the UK. Let me go and get that Bajan fry fish. Nikki, you're supposed to be paying attention to the class. You're supposed to be putting on the Kenneth Rajah. You're supposed to be reading the scripture. But let's just talk a little bit about this. A little bit. Okay? So y'all link me with St. Lucians who are here. Y'all link me with the Bajans who has a then call. I know a couple Jamaicans. All you link me, okay? All you let's link up. I see Shanika having a birthday. Happy birthday, Shanika. You know who Shanika? Shanika Welly Williams on Facebook. Happy birthday, honey. Today is her birthday. Big up to every Gemini. I think she's a Taurus. My mother's birthday is going to be on the 16th of May, which is Saturday. My mother was a Taurus. My mother was a Taurus. My mother was a bull. Yes, she was. The 22nd of May is my birthday. I'm a Gemini, but I don't know when they say what a Gemini is. When they say it's like split personality or two personalities, maybe they're right, you know. Maybe they're right because I can be all in a split second, switch, and then you can switch back like. But a switch is good. You just have to know how to manage the switch. You know, you just have to manage the switch. Anyway, is I sent the link to Jamel. Is Jamel in the classroom yet? Jamel, where are you? I don't see you. I sent it, didn't I? Jamel, didn't I send it to you? What did I do? Hold on. I'm talking about goat water and getting distracted. I'm supposed to forward it to Jamel. I did. Yeah. Jamel, tell me if you got it. All right, class. If you missed, I got it. You got it? All right, I think you got it. If you missed Monday's class, there was a lot of, oh, Sharon is the 18th. You see? You see? Let me tell you, hot. Saucy. Saucy. Hot. Fire. No. Should I go extra? Should I continue with the Geminis, how they are? You know, should I say how Taurus and Gemini May month? Should I? No, I think it's yeah. Don't worry, I'm not gonna play it down. I just have you just gotta accept it. You're gonna feel it for a while. I heard Jamel come in the classroom. You just gotta accept it. Okay? Money, Janice said money, sippers and sippets. You see, this language goes all the way up. We have education, yeah. Now we had sippers, so we have sippets, okay. So you're a sipper. There's a gentleman and the sippets, or the ladies. So you're a sippet. So Grand Rising, my favorite Wednesday people, and Jamel is in the house. Thank you to Ragan too. I met Ragan Charles through Janice, who's also from Montserrat too. James is in the house. Big up to James. Blessings and good morning. Everybody say Sharon is here. Kimberly is here. Carol is here. Carol, do not leave the classroom. Nobody leave the classroom. Okay. Yes, Sharon, let them know. All that in a bag of chips. You know, you need good strength when you're dealing with a Gemini. I mean, you need strength. If you know what I mean, you need strength. Mind, body, and spirit. I'm just saying. Mind, body, and spirit, baby. What? Anyway, focus. Let's welcome Jamel to the classroom. Let's stay focused because remember your teacher need to leave at least 1:30 or about 1:45 latest. So Jamel is here. Let's welcome Jamel and then we're going to add Mr. Kenneth Richard. Jamel, good morning.
How you doing, Lady Nikki Phoenix? I hope
Yeah,
this is okay. It's the best that I can do.
you do the best you can do, and the best is good enough. Okay, we're very grateful, and the best is good. Thank you very much. Thank you,
I'ma
thank you,
see
thank
you
you.
mix me up with people early this morning to get me into trouble, but I forgive you. It's all love.
So it's the wrong person I said. Oh my goodness.
No, it's not that. But I sent them one message to send you because I know the person.
Oh, but don't worry. This platform is secure. If they were coming in and they really want to come on it outside, back of the class, we're not afraid around here. So
Definitely.
I understand there were some challenges on Monday, which is fine. On Wednesday, when we did our late Wednesday night sip, everybody didn't get a chance to see you. They heard your voice.
Right.
So I'd like you to give a good intro again. Let people, remind them of who you are. Thank you again for coming to the platform. In advance, too, thank you for the work that you did with regards to the numbers and the research and, bringing value to the platform. So I want you to take it away, and then we'll play a bit of Kenneth Rijak so we can, have a little bit of discussion on that. So everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Jamel Knight. And let me tell you, Jamel Knight is an artist, okay? He's not an artist like Prime Minister Gaston Brown want to be. Yeah, Jamel is an artist. What did Nikki say? Your teacher said Jamel
Bonafide.
artist. He's not an artist. He's not trying to be nothing. So I have tune upon tune upon tune. And I've been trying to get the tunes up here so I can play Jamel. My apologies, you know. So Danny's in the house. Danny, you got to send me the thing. If Danny got to send me the thing, I should check my email. If that is the case, I can get y'all. Look at that. I think I see two tunes come in. So y'all gonna hear for real once I can sort it out on the platform the artist. Okay, not the
Yeah, well, I just want to say, I was sorry that I missed Mr. Rejak, but I want to say to Mr. Rejak, Antigua and Barbuda have their own Mark Zuckerbergs and Jack Dorsey, and a lot of shadow banding does go on in Antigua. And when they recognize you to go forward with a great message, they will do their best to ensure that that message is not received. So I just wanted to highlight that, but I wanted to introduce myself to the people. My name is Jamel Knight. I'm a writer. I'm a politician. I contested the 2023 election in City West against Gaston Brown and Alistair Thomas.
Prime Minister Gaston
Yeah,
Brown.
and I'm also a citizen journalist. Back in 2016, there was a fellow by the name of General Flynn who made a statement in a big speech where he said that the media today has done a disservice. They have not brought forth the truth. So I took it upon myself to become my own citizen journalist so I can bring forth the truth to my people of Antigua and Barbuda. So help me God.
Nice. Keep going. I know that we spoke about the numbers.
Right.
Individuals might be seeing you, but we heard you with regards to the comparison you were doing with the registration and so on. So I just love for you to drop those numbers.
So you want me to go straight into
Yeah,
the
yeah, of
numbers?
course, of course. I want you to take it away.
Okay. Antigua Barbuda, the overall numbers in 2023, there was a 70% voter turnout. The list was 60,916. The votes cast was 42,849. 18,067 did not vote. 238 spoiled ballots. That's the whole breakup of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we go into 2026, it was a 62% voter turnout. As you can see, it's an 8% drop.
Mm-hmm.
The list was 63,313. The votes cast was 39,515. 23,798 did not vote. So there was an increase of people staying home from 18,067 to 23,798. 332 spoiled ballots. So the number of spoiled ballots also increased from 238 to 332. That's an increase of 94 spoiled ballots. And it's also 5,731 people who decided not to take part in the elections. That's the overall general makeup of the entire election for 2023 and 2026. 8% drop. And one of the things that amazed me with the numbers is that the Labour Party candidates, but for the exception of a few of them, Gaston Brown, Maria, Rodin Turner, those guys did very well. But the remaining folks, they did not run their votes up by any significant margins. Let me give you a perfect example. In the constituency where Adrian Williams and Cutie Benjamin contested
Yeah.
in 2023, I believe that Cutie Benjamin scored 887 votes, and France de Freitas got 495 votes. But this election, Mr. Benjamin only received 887. So he lost 2 votes. So he did not increase his votes. He did not perform so amazingly. But then when you look at Mr. Williams, the replacement for France de Freitas, he scored 350 votes. That's 145 votes less than France de Freitas. Now you have to ask yourself, if 495 people came out to support France de Freitas, one would think that these are solid UPP voter base. So for 350 of them to show up and 145 decide, hey, me not even contest. None of them even went and voted for Cutie Benjamin because he lost by 2. So I think the UPP needs to make a solid decision by returning France de Freitas in that area, because he built up so much collateral in that area that I think that he was on an upward trajectory to do some good in that constituency. By placing Mr. Williams in at such a short tenure, basically hampered that constituency, and also didn't do as good as people expected. And Mr. Williams stated that he prefers to run in Pickett's, that area. So it would be a good idea to make that change immediately.
So if France de Freitas had stayed in the constituency running against the Honorable Cutie Benjamin, he had a chance of winning, or
I'm
at
not
least
really
have
saying that there was a
but
chance
not
of
even
winning.
winning, but a better, because the constituents or the people in that constituency was already building a relationship with France. Is that the point you're trying to make?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying for Mr. Williams to drop by 145 votes, the 495 to me seems to be leaning the UPP. So if 145 decided, hey, they're not going to get involved, I don't see how he's going to make a strong argument to the independents that reside in that community. I think his best bet is to go where he has stated in the beginning, which is the constituency of St. George, and maybe try his hand best there. But I believe they hampered France de Freitas. I think that France de Freitas has been solid and been in their corner for quite some time, and he had to make this jump to that constituency in order to, to shore up the numbers in the constituency. But I do believe it'll probably be better for him to go back, and I do believe the people in that constituency will probably welcome him, because they will remember that he actually was on the ground doing work. He had a semi-school there where he was teaching students. So that's just one of the takeaways of the election. Now we can go into some more numbers.
1 second, our assistant teacher is in the classroom, and I'm like, wow,
What?
you look so hot. Wow, where you going? Where you going?
Because the
honey?
country hot.
No. You hotter than that. Where
Morning,
you
morning.
Yeah,
Good
morning, Paula Ann.
Morning, Jamal.
Wait. Let me lift my cup. Where you going? And Jamel, while you're talking here, I sit down doing some yellow nails.
Look like orange juice with a tab, a
look at that.
cavalier, because I
And
gotta
while
support.
Jamel talking, I'm trying to get. While Jamel is talking, I'm trying to do some nail polish to match my earrings. Okay, the
To
pink
match
with
my
the
hair.
birthday. I love your hair, Paula. That's what I'm saying. Wow, you look very hot. How you doing?
I'm all right. All right.
Let
Let the man speak. Let the man speak.
Better than all right, man. You.
Let the man speak.
Go ahead, young man.
Yeah, you want to dive into another race? We can go into the race in Rural West
Yes,
That
I
is
want you to drop. I want you to drop the
Mr.
numbers because
Yeah,
one of the things I'm curious about when you mentioned the numbers of when you mentioned the numbers of Honorable Maria Bird Brown, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, Rawdon Turner, those numbers I'm interested in too. But drop the others first, and then we can get into those. And I want to play a little bit of Kenneth Rijak so I can get yourself and Paula to respond.
okay, no problem. In rural West,
Mm-hmm.
this is between four candidates. You had the ALP candidate, the UPP candidate Lewis, you had the DNA candidate, and you had the independent candidate. The Labour Party candidate received 1,614. The UPP candidate Lewis received 1,932. The DNA candidate received 31, and the independents received 46. Now, between Lewis and the Labour Party candidate, it was a difference of 318 votes, 1,614, 1,932, a difference of 318 votes. There was 12 spoil ballots. 3,635 people went to vote. 5,440 was on the list. 67% turnout. 1,805 did not vote. That was rural West in 2023. Now in 2026, the Labour Party candidate, which is Joseph,
Mm-hmm.
received 1,996, while
Okay.
the UPP candidate dropped by 1,466, and the independent Nigel Vasquez received 4 votes. 23 spoiled ballots, votes cast 3,479. On the list was 5,709, 61% turnout. 2,230 did not vote, 425 more than 2023. So you see what we have in here is Mr. Joseph was able to increase his numbers by 530.
That's a large number.
Right. And and the Joseph Lewis, his number went south. So that's the whole basic makeup of the general election entirely, except for a few constituencies where you see that Maria Bird increased her number dramatically. Mr.
So,
Brown increased.
so can you drop just Prime Minister? Listen, I want to read you an article, Paula. You're right on time because I'm reading the article right after Jamal give us these numbers. Can you drop us the numbers for the increase for 2023 to 2026 for Prime Minister Gaston Brown and Honorable Maria Brown?
Okay, give me one moment. I have Maria Brown right here, so I can just deal with it one time, and then
Yes,
we can go to the
you
final.
can do that, and then I can read this article, and then you can search for the one for Prime Minister Gaston Brown.
Okay, no problem. So in 2023, the Labour Party, Maria Brown, received 1,770 votes. Bird for the UPP received 1,460 votes. And the DNA candidate received 48 votes. So between Bird and Maria, it was a difference of 310 votes, which is actually right where you want to be. It was 16 spoil ballots. Votes cast was 3,294. On the list was 5,004. 66% turnout. 1,710 stayed home. That's 2023. So now in 2026, Labour Party candidate Maria increased her number to 2,127. 2023 was 1,770. So she increased it to 2,127, while the UPP went from 1,460 to 994. That is a big, big drop.
Drop that again. Drop that again. Drop that again, please. And somebody in the classroom, write the numbers as you drop it so we can drop it in the chat.
You know, I'm gonna start from the top.
No. Just Maria own. Just Honorable Maria own. Because I know that the
In
Prime Minister.
2026, she received
No.
2,000.
Do do 2023 first. 2023.
Okay, all right. In 2023, she received 1,770 votes.
Somebody write those numbers down, please.
1770.
Yeah.
Good.
Sean Bird received 1,460 votes.
Okay.
And the DNA candidate received 48 votes.
All right.
Between Sean and Maria in 2023, it was a 310 vote difference, Maria carrying. 16%, 16 spoiled ballots. The votes cast was 3,294. On the list was 5,004. 66% turnout. 1,710 stayed home. That's 2023.
Yes, I got you.
Now in 2020,
So as many voted stayed away.
right? That's the big picture that you're looking at, and I'm talking about the voters that stayed away were the ones that didn't return for the UPP, because many of the Labour Party candidates didn't increase their numbers by much. Like Darryl Matthew only increased his number by 33 votes.
Oh.
So the UPP candidate, he just plummeted. So that's the basic turnout that you look at the election, was their own grassroots supporters rejected them. Now think about this.
As in the UPP own grassroots supporters.
Right. Now think about this. You had
every constituency.
Right. You had Mansour leaving. You had Tabor leaving. You had Desmond Charles leaving. You had members of the youth group leaving. All of these people have family members. So when you start counting up the people that left, and you start counting and adding up to their families, because they're going to tell their families, UPP do me this and then do me that, and I'll vote for them this time around. So you can see why the number increased to 5,000 more. You understand? Who decide, hey, just throw their hands up in the air.
And Maria's
one question, Jamal. One question. When you said there were 5,000 registered or on the list, are these 5,000 that had already renewed their cards, so they were now on the new list, or were they just 5,000 that were there for 2023?
When you look at 2023, the numbers on the list was 5,004. So in 2026, it increased to 5,187. So basically,
but these people all renewed their cards.
Well, whether
or are they just on the list?
They could have been on the list, and maybe some of them renewed their cards.
Because what I don't understand in Antigua, Nikki, I don't know if you registered or whatever in the UK, but when they're having by-elections, whatever, your voting ID or card comes in the post, whether you want it or not, right? In Antigua, you have to physically go out and re-register and renew your card, whatever. So I don't understand if all these people that didn't vote went and did the deed, which is to renew their card and all the hassle that comes with, why they didn't go to vote. What's the point of renewing your card
if they don't go and vote?
If you have no intention of voting.
That makes
sense.
That's a good question, and that's something that they need to ask. As you know, that there's a argument in the news recently with the chairman of ABEC.
No, I have it ready for you, man. I have it ready for you. I'm waiting for you to drop Maria's 2026 number. Listen to me.
When we're done, drop your 2026 number.
No. I want you to repeat Maria's numbers, because you said 1770 for 2023. I want to know the numbers again for 2026, please.
Right. Okay. So 2026 again, Maria Brown's number. The Rural East constituency. 2,127 votes for Maria Brown.
300 increase.
That's a large. That's a large increase.
Right. It increased by 1,133.
Really?
Yes, because it's 1,770. Say again, 1,000 how much?
770.
No.
Was
how much it increased
2023?
2023.
1,700.
Yes, 1770.
2026 was?
2026 was 2127.
2026 was 2127.
Yeah,
That's
So
300 votes.
a
yeah,
difference
yeah,
by
yeah.
how much?
The increase around 300 vote. I may have gotten that
Right.
number wrong,
You
but the
almost give me a
increase
heart
around
attack, Jamal,
right.
thinking
Oh, for a
it's a
second,
sizable
the increased number is sensitive.
increase, but it's not unusual because other people get it.
Mm.
You know, you can also think of people who have come of age, whatever, and it's
So,
logical.
so
A
guys,
1,000 would have been a little bit suspicious, but
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
300,
thought
That,
that
that, that, that was a number that was a little bit too high. I misread something here,
yes,
but
so,
around
your heads,
300 she increased by.
you had our brains whirring
But
over.
the point is, she increased her number from the last election,
But
and
I'm
by
sure
a
her
good
budget
margin.
increased as well.
Huh?
and
I'm
let me
sure
let
her
you all
budget
know.
for
Hello,
elections increased
But
as
the
well.
Paula,
UPP candidate who got
Well, to be sued.
1460, he dropped and got 994. All the
so
information is there on the
One
listing.
question. So the difference from him is what? 400. He lost 400 votes.
so maybe she got that. She
Around
got those
there.
numbers. Got those votes.
Yeah.
It could
But
either been
still,
those numbers went to her, it could have been
or
new
just
voters
didn't bother.
registration, or just
Yeah.
didn't bother.
So
What's the
guys,
number that was registered compared to 2023 and the number that's registered for this year?
2026.
In
Okay.
2023, it was 5,004 voters.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
2026, it's 5,187. So basically, an increase about 187, 100 and plus voters.
We really need to get somebody else who's into numbers and give us this whole dynamics and the analysis and so on.
Nikki,
But
Nikki,
Abek, one second, Paula. Abek is saying, "Run your mouth and you get sued." That's Nikki kind of quote, okay? That's Nikki saying that. That's how Abek is saying. Abek is saying, "Watch your mouth if you're trying to say this
why?
is a fraud." So it
Hey,
says
but let me
here,
say this. Let me say
Abek,
this, Nikki.
go
There's a
ahead.
guy by the name of Lincoln Bain in the Bahamas. He was
Uh-huh.
just on
I just
talking
saw
about
it.
the election in his country, and he's citing all kind of irregularities. Do not forget that also in 2020 in the United States there was issues of election fraud and stolen elections. So let's not be let's not
Naive.
be bad-minded. These things do exist, and I think
Listen,
that we should have the right to investigate and have forensic analysis to ensure that these elections is on the up and up.
Jamel, Abek has just opened themselves for us to do some more digging and research and asking questions. Because I was quite concerned that after the election, the Abek office closed. This is the second snap election that has happened. So the office is closed. Anyways, the gentleman who's in charge of the office, we'll find his name there somewhere as we read the article. Bruce Goodwin, I guess. Yeah. Bruce Goodwin. That right? Are we sure about that? Anyway, so the headline says Abeck threatens legal action over election fraud accusations. Okay? Abeck serious? Abeck says the Antigua and Barbuda Electoral Commission is pushing back against allegations that the general election was compromised and is warning that legal action may follow. In a strongly worded press statement backed by a video address, we'll play that in a minute, Abeck categorically rejected claims made. Oh, Bruce Goodwin made the claims, my bad. Made by Bruce Goodwin, a former deputy chairman of the commission, who appeared on the program Iron Issues, hosted by Louisa Tully. Oh, that's Miss Tully. Miss Tully held that program and questioned the independence of the commission and the legitimacy of the general elections. And we're talking about the snap elections 2026, which was held on the 30th of April, and Prime Minister Gaston Brown gained clean sweep 15 seats with a 3 to 4 week notice of an election. Abeck chairman Arthur Thomas Sir, that's the man, left no room for ambiguity. You're right, not be able to say the word. Let me just hear what you had to say. And
Ambiguity.
no, we not even say the word right, because the man can't tell us not to question anything and ask any questions. And how Abeck was so put together and ready for this election in 3 weeks. Like how Abeck was like, yeah, there's no questions, there's no nothing. Abeck, please. Let's hear what Sir has to say. Sir, we're listening to you. You have the floor. Go ahead.
On behalf of the
So,
Antigua and Barbuda Electoral Commission, in response to the false reckless, and wholly unsubstantiated allegations recently made by Bruce Goodwin, former deputy chairman of ABEC, on the program Eye on the Issues, hosted by Louis Tully.
Now I got
Those
go for
statements,
the
which
issues.
seek to cast doubt on the independence of the Commission and the legitimacy of the general election held on the 30th of April 2026, are categorically rejected in their entirety. They are serious allegations made publicly, without proof, without restraint, and without any responsible regard for the damage they are capable of causing to public confidence in the country's democratic institutions. Let there be no ambiguity. ABEC is an independent, statutory, and constitutional institution.
You know, you just making us feel like how we feel when we put Gassy Dread on this screen. Like,
No, let me say something, Nikki,
like
Nikki.
whatever. Like whatever. Who
Nikki,
this man?
exactly. He needs
Who
to
this
shut
man?
up.
Who this man? You know what? He could
Last
bring-
election when Gas Nikki, Nikki,
we could bring
last election when Gaston Brown said he moved people from his constituency to other constituencies, what did they say?
nothing.
So that man needs to sit the F down.
Needs to
He
shut
can
up.
talk, because if Gaston Brown, leader of this country, can say something like that and they say it's okay, nothing happened, the
Hold
man
on.
Gaston Brown should have been sectioned, because obviously he's talking like a lunatic.
Let me
Why would
say,
he say something like that and they just look the other way?
Paula, ABEC don't have a concern with regards to during the election that the prime minister is giving out money during the election.
No, of course not. You know,
You
that's why
don't
they
concerned
can
about
shut
that?
the offices. They're gone. They're good.
Somebody just think the live. I just see the live flick again. Anyway, good morning everybody and welcome to the live. Tell the man we say sit down and shut what Paula said up. Close your legs. You're not sitting like a lady at all. You're all sprawled open, everything at once. But that's foolishness that you're talking. Come
You
and
know,
prove to the people. Sir ought to snort the forter. You come to the people, okay? And come and answer. You just respond to Bruce Goodwin. Every question.
all they
Bruce
want to do
Goodwin
is
asks,
shut people up.
Bring the information. Eh? But you can tell people
All they
he
want to do is
categorically
shut people
deny
up.
and sue and legal action. Legal action for what? Huh? Legal action for what?
Nikki, this is a buy. Last week I think it was, right? Someone I know made a statement to the police that was supposed to be carried somewhere else, and so she called the police. I was with her to ask, because she couldn't sign the statement when she made it, so she now wants a copy of it. Blah blah blah, and they're trying to find her, and they're saying, oh, she lived too far and this and that. So anyway, I'm trying to explain to them on the phone exactly where she is, right? They say they can't find it. They don't know what she's talking about. I tried to explain. So I got a little bit upset and I said the word F, right? To the police on the phone. He says, do you know I can come and arrest you? So what do I say? I said, when you come to arrest me, could you please bring the paper so she can sign it? You can't find the house so the woman can sign the statement, but you want to come find me to arrest me. As a result, not seeing the paper, not seeing the officer. This country, people can say things, we're going to arrest you, we're going to sue you, but there are things going on and nothing happens. Nothing happens. So whoever that man is, I know you said his name, he needs to shut up.
Listen, his
We
name
should be
is
able to
Arthur
talk.
Snort the Fortifer.
If Bruce Goodwin, who was in the mix, thinks something happened,
Exactly.
let him speak.
Exactly. And listen to this too. Bruce Goodwin worked at the commission. Let's read the Observer article because we really want to listen to Arthur Fortifer. Let's read the article. Those statements which seek to cast doubt, oh, he said all that, blah, 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 and category one, proof without restraint and blah. The commission was equally direct in its written statement describing the allegations as grave, wholly unsubstantiated and entirely devoid of credible evidential foundation. Look, there's the Gaston Brown here, man. You hear the man all words? Huh? We're just trying to distract people. We just want to hear fraud and say that a fair election. That's the question that we ask. I don't know what all of this in the big words. Stir off. Anyway, the commission firmly denied that its systems were linked to any government apparatus or subject to partisan influence, stating that its policies, procedures, and systems are not captured by the state, are not directed by any political party, and are not linked in any proper way to any apparatus of the government. Now, sir, you're going to have to come to the people and answer that because there's nothing in Antigua that does not have the fingerprint, the paw print of the dog. Okay? The dog have his print on everybody's back. Might be on your forehead too. Might be on your ass. We don't know. But the paw is everywhere. The man control everybody. Literally everybody. Okay? So we don't really like trust what you're saying and yada 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 yada. We would want to lean to what Bruce Goodwin said, even though I ain't even hear what Bruce Goodwin said. As a man called the devil. Okay? Bruce Goodwin is a man of standards, a man of integrity. We have followed Bruce Goodwin. We've listened to him. Oh, hey, hail is falling outside like the little snowflake. Yes, babe.
What?
I know, I just see it. That's so cool. Hey, talk for a minute. I gotta go get a couple.
Send some this week because it's hot as hell already.
Talk for a minute. I'm gonna get a couple. Talk for a minute. I'm coming.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Paula, so just for clarity, Maria, 357 votes was the difference. Right. So
It's a gain, but it's not a big gain.
no, it's not really a big game,
It's
but
kind of not.
it shows that she's going in the right direction while the other candidate is.
Yes, because when you treat and you do things, that's what happens. That's what happens. People will vote for you because they're stupid. The fact that if we go over her promises from the last two elections and to see what she actually fulfilled, we'll see it's negligible. So why the increase? I don't know. Obviously, things that we can't see are happening. And sue me, I don't care. You know, there are lots of things that she said she was going to do that she hasn't done.
I didn't even tell her.
You know, Nikki, you need to stop with your snow. It's hot.
It's not snow, it's hail. Look.
I know. We had hail in St. Kitts 2 years ago. It's all right. Jesus is coming for his world. But,
That's so cool. Let me
Nikki,
enjoy it, man. Wait now.
I know.
Paula,
Nikki,
my husband, Paula,
Jamal.
Paula, wait now. My husband know like that kind of thing so much. People outside, he's like, I couldn't help myself.
I used to be like that, you know.
Oh, it's so cute. Okay,
Because it's hot. It's hot here. It's hot as hell. But this election thing it's sour now. It's sour now. We can talk about it. We can say whatever we want. It's time now to start watching them, see what they're doing, because they made a lot of promises and they need to start. You know, when does the first 100 days start? Because there were a lot of promises that said within the first 100 days. I think we're now a week out almost. When are they actually going to start the work?
They've started via video promotion. Let me just drop them for you. I tell you, I'm ahead of the class. Like, I'm here for you guys. Look at this. This is inside the Renaissance cabinet.
Hello and welcome to Inside the Cabinet. It's a new cabinet, so we're debuting a new look. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're breaking down the first cabinet meeting following the strong re-election of the Brown administration. No official business was conducted, but the direction was clear. Accountability, service, and hitting the ground running. Let's get into it. Prime Minister Gaston Brown delivered a very firm message. With a greater mandate comes greater responsibility. He told ministers that inefficiency will not be tolerated. The people want results, specifically on roads, water distribution, housing, healthcare, and education. The PM's quote was direct. We must work with purpose, intensity, and discipline. He also warned against division and individualism, reminding the team that their strength is in collective leadership. Humility and grassroots engagement are non-negotiable. The cabinet paused to pay tribute to the late Mary Claire Hurst, a former senator and minister of state in tourism. She was described as a devoted public servant and a pioneer, as the first woman to serve as General Secretary of the Antigua Labour Party. She also chaired the Port Authority with distinction. The cabinet observed a moment of silence and announced she will receive an official funeral. a true leader in mentorship and modernization. Good news on the financial front. The Treasury Department issued a major update on retroactive salary payments. As of April 29th, payments have gone out to a long list of workers, from the Governor General's office to the prison to the Defense Force, police, fire, education, health, and even separated public servants. If you're on that list and haven't seen it yet, the Treasury is aiming to finish most payments during April. Further update will come on May 15th. Finally, mark your calendars. May 18th, the Lower House meets to elect a speaker. Osbert Frederick is the pick for speaker, with Dr. Fillmore Benjamin as deputy. May 20th, the Senate meets. Alencia Williams Grant as president, Philip Shaw as deputy. May 28th, the Governor General delivers the speech from the throne. And before all that, a Thanksgiving service will be held on Sunday, May 17th at the St. John's Pentecostal Church, House of Restoration. The PM is encouraging everyone to attend in gratitude for the new term. And that's your look inside the cabinet for this week. A new term, a clear mandate, and no time to waste. We'll see you next time.
Hey,
There you have it, the Renaissance.
You know what? All I can say is thank God he was a Maurice merchant or whatever his name is. 'Cause that man, I can't stand him.
Nikki, and
Yes.
Ann,
Yes.
I would like to go back over Maria numbers again to make a correction, because I was right when I said she actually won by over 1,000 votes. Now listen
What?
now. Yeah, watch now. In 2023, Maria got 1,770, right? Bird received 1,460. The DNA received 48. That's a difference in 2023 of 310. 16 spoil ballots. Votes cast, 3,294. On the list, 5,004. 66% turnout. 1,710 stayed home. That's 2023. Okay, now let's go to 2026.
Yeah.
She received 2,127 votes. The UPP candidate.
That's 357 difference.
No, we're looking at the
No.
number of 2026, right? We're judging the number that she
It's
won by
over-
in
it's over.
2026.
It's
2,127.
2127, right? But
That's
the
357 difference between 2026 and 2023.
yeah, it is.
yes, that's a 357 difference between 2026 and 2023, but it's a 1,133 difference in 2026 because the guy received 994 votes.
Yes.
She received 2,127
Oh, you mean the difference between the two candidates?
in
Not her
2026.
increase.
Right, but
Not
the
her
difference
increase.
between her race between 2023 and 2026 is 357 votes. That's her challenging
Also,
her
it's a different candidate. It's a different candidate as well.
a different candidate as well. So we are right when we said the difference between her number from 2023 to 2026 is 357. But the number between her competitor in 2026, which is she received 2,127, and Asworth Azil received 994.
He did, for somebody who just come on the scene, he's done extremely well.
He did well, but I've seen.
How much votes did Joan Messiah get when she ran? And she's been on the scene for quite a while. I'm
I
not
don't
going to
think
start.
Joanne. I don't even think Joanne ever hit a 500 or 800 or any of those numbers.
Oh, God, Jack. I got
Joanne, let's go back to Joanne numbers. Let's go to Joanne numbers up here now.
No,
Let's do that.
no.
Let's do it. No, we gotta do it. You know
No.
why? Because she overwhelmingly endorsed Lamin Newton. That's why you must.
And that's why the man lost.
Let me say this because I always wanted to say this. Now think about this, guy, Paula and Nikki.
Yeah.
Now, in when it comes to voting, if you have a personal plight with someone, it's much harder for you to cast a vote for him. So let me give you a perfect analogy. Let's say Jay Truth was running in your constituency.
You can't say his name.
But no matter what the situation is, you guys may not feel like you want to vote for him. So Joanne's decision is not only about politics, but it's a situation where she been in the grassroots with these guys. She know them personally. She had her run-ins with them. So there's beef there. So you don't expect a person that you have beef with to go and vote for you. So I mean, I understand people may say, well, she comes from this particular group of individuals, but they called her a traitor. And even Magic most recently was on the radio station when he said that he begged Harold Lovell to at least go and reach out to her, and he refused. And I'm just saying that she's a woman, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a man. You strap it up, you go and you talk to the woman because
no.
You
They
don't see
want
it that
equal
way.
pay. We want equal pay. We get the same treatment you'd give a dude. This
Well, I
woman
think
bullshit. No.
in the interest
Joanne
of the
does not
country,
get a free pass.
well, for the interest of the country, I think that you have to pull
No.
out oppositions.
Listen. Joanne, thank you for the Mother's Day greetings on Sunday, but she does not have the interest of this country in her heart. And I know I first knew Joanne when I was maybe 11, 12 years old, right? Then I didn't see her for many, many years. We kind of reconnected, and she's okay. But what she did was wrong.
It was.
And to endorse
was.
poor Lamin and make the man suffer so much. No.
Whatever she did, if her agenda was to crush the UPP, I guess here we are, because even looking at her numbers are yucky. Like, I have to say, yucky under the UPP.
But her cast offs have been absorbed, haven't they?
I want to drop her numbers. Joanne Messiah, drop her your numbers. In 2004, while she was in the UPP and she ran for St. Peter's, she got 1,025 votes. She lost to Asset Michael. Then in 2009, UPP St. Peter, she got 1,017 votes, lost to Asset Michael. In 2014, UPP or St. Luke, she won and she got 1,607 votes. And
which constituency was she running in? Then she changed? She moved?
That's the constituency that Pringle is running now. That's the constituency that she ran in, and she won. So we don't know if when she won it got to her head. I don't know, because in 2014, that's when she got 1,607 votes. And then in 2018, she lost. That's when she started the DNA. So after Joanne won a seat, she ran under the UPP ticket 3 times. The first 2 times, 2004 and 2009, she lost. In 2014, she won, and then she contested for the leadership, and she did not get through that. That's the whole thing with her and Lovell and so on. And she started the DNA. The DNA ran its first full slate in 2018, when everyone said, doing that would, put a damage or a dent into the UPP, their numbers, taking away voters and all that stuff. She did that, and she got 106 votes, 106.
Yeah, but that only goes to show you
total.
that votes only come from the party that you're with. If you're with the UPP, you're going to get high votes. If you're with Labour Party, you're going to get high vote. The country dismissed parties and independence, and I believe that's one of the problem. The fact is that the opposition voters, they refuse to look in another direction, and we have to start to look in another direction. This is part of the situation that Mr. Vijay was saying. We cannot just say, is this held to high water? We don't want nothing else. We have to start looking in another direction, or we're going to come and have these kind of situations happen where it's 15-2. We need to start.
Okay, what year was it when there was no opposition?
Listen, it's 22. I know we have to wrap up. I know we get into the sweet of things, but I'll give you a few minutes each. I just want to drop Joanne numbers. So when she ran for the first time for the DNA, she got a total, like the entire DNA party got 754 seats. And then she ran again in 23 and got a total of 460 to 466 seats. So leaving the UPP didn't work for her. Like, totally did not work, has not worked, still not working. Aligning with the ABLP now and endorsing Lamin Newton and so on. We don't know how that's going to work. But I see Denise said that Joanne is a sellout. And Joanne, you sell out. You sell out in so many ways. It's not good and not nice, and it's not honorable in any way. Big up to Malika Parker.
Yep.
Malika Parker and her work and everything that she does. I want to say big up to Malika Parker. To everyone that's doing all the work that they're doing, do your thing, man. Don't be a sellout. You know, don't do it for yourself. Do it for country, man.
Nikki.
Yes, love.
And anybody has the right to go from one party to another. What would be really nice is if they said, you know, these are the reasons why.
Well, Joanne had given her
be,
letter. Joanne had given her reasons. Joanne had given her reasons.
Leaving UPP or endorsing Lamin and all that nonsense?
Well, she didn't give her reasons for
the thing is, I can understand internal issues would cause her to divert attention and start a new party. What I don't understand is why you go from being in opposition, not only as a part of a larger party, but as a smaller party, and then going to the other side. What caused anyone to go to the other side? I can understand breakaways and wanting to do...
Because you've been in bed all the while. You've been in bed all the while.
You're going to have to blame just more than she, because she wasn't the only one that broke away and formed that party.
I don't answer any of them, including Gay Truth, you know? How is it how he changed? He can't say Macaulay's name unless his name is Gay Truth.
We didn't. And you can even say July. You know, we're not in
July, Gay Truth.
The month of July.
Bring the live. Come cuss me, you little shit.
But lovely people, I hope you have a good Wednesday. Sip exactly on what Paula said. I endorse that. Double. And I'm going to
if
say,
you're going to cross the floor, if you change alliances, you need to say why. You need to educate us as to why, especially the people that we look up to.
The money,
tell us why.
Oh, look at my yellow nails. It's the moolah, baby. It's the moolah.
You need to put some blue tips.
No. I might put some red. I might spray a Bronco on here. You never know. It's the moolah, baby.
That's all gone away, hasn't it? All that is dead.
I gotta go.
What?
I'm
so
sorry that our program get cut so short because I have to head out for lunch. I don't want to get him later or anything.
But my phone is on now 2%, 3%.
I'm gonna have to do a call, and somebody say you're gonna have to do a call. And look how much people want for calling to the program. I'm gonna
please.
Yeah, let's aim for calling on Monday. How about that? We do a call-in show on Monday because we have this platform here. It allows calling. We can sort it out. I'm going to do it with the work over the weekend. But I got to run out.
We also reserve the right to cut them off.
Of course. You know what Fergie Derek said? Mr. Winston Derek said, cut you off. That's an observant.
Cut you off.
Listen, like how you block them, you cut them off. Quick. Proverbs 13:14 says, the teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. Proverbs 13:3 says, those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly will come to ruin. Proverbs 13:11 says, dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Proverbs 14:14 says, the wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down. May we not be foolish. May the teaching of the Most High God be wise and be a fountain of our life. May every person who hear the word of God come into contact with us, sip anything that we do here. May it bring life. May your life be preserved. May everyone continue to be blessed and present. And I see everybody saying, yes, I call in on Monday. So let me go get munch and call in on Monday. And let me tell you all something. I have to hide my munch. But what does this say? It says Superstar Award. Congratulations. Wait, look, it says incredible dancing. Where did you get it from? He had a whole dance competition a couple weeks ago at school. It's so amazing. And he was like, it's awesome. Yeah, it's our munch. People, I love y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get the munch. Love you. Every Monday and Wednesday right here. Auntie Paula. The door always open, you know. Paula.
I know. Thank you.
Look now, and Paul, you know, when you get home, okay, close your ears, Jamel, and you take off your bra, and you're like, oh, that's how you walk into the classroom this morning.
All the best to you, ladies. Have a good day.
No, you're coming back. Don't worry.
Monday is for calling. I'll work on it. Love. We gotta go. Nobody's sending any coffees, you know. Send your stars, send your PayPal. Your teacher birthday coming up. You see the alarm going. I gotta go. I gotta go. Later. Love you guys.